Democratic senator from the great state of Texas, which we'll talk about some other time, but I'm not going to give him a chance to answer that. Louie Gohmert is on the phone. Hello, Louie.
Hey, Glenn.
What is the latest from Washington?
It's so discouraging. I'm telling you, we did a good thing when we voted to defund Obamacare for permanently. And I know you've seen, you're so on top of things, but by the end of the day, our leadership was saying, now on the debt ceiling next week, we're going to, just postpone it a year. And we have so many incredible businessmen, people that have negotiated incredible deals. And how do you lose that knowledge of how you negotiate, that you don't put your offer out there, and before the other side can even consider it, you say, now I'm backing off of that, and I'm willing to take this small amount.
So now we have just backed off. The GOP has not only backed off of universal health care, they're now saying we're not going to do anything about the debt ceiling too?
Oh, no, we're going to postpone that a year. That's the proposal. But we're really not going to do much about Obamacare. We may postpone it a year, but not defund it for the year, so that it gives it a better chance to be in place stronger, a year from now. But
postponing it would be better. Postponing it would be, quite honestly, I think, a victory at this point.
Well, but here's the thing. If that's what we're going to do, then put that in the CR. But we were told earlier this year, we're going to try to manipulate this where we can have the debt ceiling come up right after the CR so that we can use that as leverage. And now we're talking about at the same time as the CR or before the Senate even does the CR, we're going to give away our leverage. And it ought to be the way you negotiate. You say, here's the CR. Here's what's in it. You pass it, or we're not going to raise the debt ceiling.
So, Louie, how can we? We've got about a minute. How can we, as the American people, help you? They're not listening. So, how can we help you?
Say, don't even think about bringing up the debt ceiling until the Senate deals with the CR and you have an agreement on it. It's very basic. Do not bring up a vote on the debt ceiling until there is a deal on the CR that includes Obamacare at least being suspended.
Is this the House? Is this the Senate? This
is the House.
John Boehner is. I don't know what their motivation is. I mean, how can you possibly?
I can tell you that the motivation is to avoid a showdown or a shutdown at all costs.
We're not talking about a shutdown, for the love of Pete. It's $17 trillion, and they were all freaking out when it was $8 trillion. It's $17 trillion.
Exactly.
It doesn't last much longer, Louie. It doesn't last much longer.
And I agree. That's why we just can't keep rolling this along. I hate the proverbial kicking the can down the road because the road ends. We can't keep doing this.
Louie, let me thank you for the information. If you can, call your congressman and tell them no on the debt ceiling, at least until you get everything else taken care of.
Exactly.
I'd like to send you a story, Louie, because there's something going on with the last time when the Fed came out and said, we're going to continue with printing of the money, the stock market went crazy, but it happened in milliseconds, and you can look at the data and you can see somebody had inside information.
Yep.
Somebody made a lot of money on that. There should be hearings and investigations. Who is getting access? Somebody's robbing us.
Yep.
Somebody is robbing the American people blind, and it's Wall Street. Thanks, Louie. Appreciate it.